to record. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for jumping on the call. It's been lovely, to see you all. Happy Monday. I hope you had, guys, fantastic weekend. I had absolutely brilliant weekend. And ladies and gentlemen, we all go through struggle. We all go through hardship. We all go through some challenges in our lives. But with that, believe it or not, we are growing. As a person, as an individual, we are growing mentally. We are growing mentally. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is my topic for today. Let me just share the screen with you. Yes, can you guys see my screen?
Yes, you can see.
Awesome, fantastic. Just a second. And ladies and gentlemen, my topic for today is thriving. And what's really the meaning of thriving? Okay, what's the meaning of us being thriving? So what Maya Angelou said, she said, my mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, some compassion, and some humor and some style. I like Maya Angelou. She's an icon. She's a legend, and she's the mentor of Oprah Winfrey, the main mentor of Oprah Winfrey. And I'm a big fan of Oprah Winfrey. So, ladies and gentlemen, what's the definition of thriving? Okay, so thriving and surviving. So surviving means to exist. Okay, you survived the pandemic or financial crisis. That means you just exist. You just you just exist. You just passed it. But surviving is essential. I'm not going to lie. Surviving is essential, okay? And it's commendable. So when you are just existing, you are not thriving. You are not thriving. You're not growing. Just a sec. There you go. Now, thriving means to grow, to develop, okay, to flourish. In all areas of our life, we are growing. Somehow, we are growing, okay? So, as a successful person, you are looking to grow and develop, okay, constantly. When you are thriving, you are prospering and flourishing. I like that name, flourishing, because you guys are growing. Now, flourishing states for a person to grow or to develop in a healthy way. Okay, it's like a child. It's starting baby step, then starting to walk, starting to become like an adult and grow. That's how we do in a business, but we do that mentally. When you are flourishing, you are not feeling out of control. And that's the beauty of it. You're not feeling out of control. When you're flourishing, you are not in fear. When you're flourishing, you don't have any anxiety because your mind, always in a condition of saying, I am flourishing. You don't feel fear. You haven't got, anxiety. That's what really allows you to grow. Now, it's related to a particular favorable environment, okay? So it's related also to our environment. It means that you are moving, okay, and you are growing in a healthy way. So if you've got a great environment, if you're surrounded by the great environment, that also allow you to grow and develop and flourish in a healthy way. Now, regardless of the situation, regardless of what's going on in the world, you should be looking to thrive right now, not to survive. Look at the pandemic. A lot of people has been affected by it. A lot of negative things happen. But are we looking from the lens of, oh, we just barely surviving, we're surviving this pandemic, or we're looking for the opportunity, okay, that allows us to thrive. We take the opportunity of thriving, of not barely surviving. Because seriously, some people grow during this pandemic, believe it or not. They grow mentally, physically, financially. And that's what really we want. Now, regardless of what you are going through, okay, what you are going through, challenges, struggle, hardship, ladies and gentlemen, you are growing during this time. Believe it or not, you're growing. You are flourishing. It's like a tree. When the leaves, starting to fall down, it comes time, that will flourish again, will bloom. We are flourishing, we are growing during all our time. Some people say, oh, I'm struggling, I can't, I can't do this, I don't see the result. But believe it or not, you're growing. You might not consciously aware of it, but you are growing as a person. And regardless of what you are going through, you always say to yourself, I am flourishing right now. That is what I've adapted since last year. Regardless of what I am going through, hardship, struggle, challenges, you always say to yourself, you are flourishing. Always make your mind aware that you are flourishing. You're growing. When you say to yourself, I am flourishing right now, it's imperative that you are not only saying it, but imagine what flourishing looks like in every aspect of your life and allow yourself to experience how would that feel. Say it with a belief. Say it as you are really flourishing, because you are. Even if you don't feel it. You know what they say, fake it until you make it? I'm saying like fake it until you believe it. Continue saying to yourself, I am flourishing. I am flourishing. Oh, today's happened. Something make you feel really frustrated. Make you feel angry, make you feel like outrageous. Before you react, take a step back and say to yourself, I am flourishing right now. Regardless of what is going on in your current reality, regardless of the pandemic, regardless of the financial crisis in the world, regardless of the stock market, regardless of what is going on in trading, regardless of what is going on in your family or your personal life, you must understand what it means for you to be flourished. Because you are flourishing. Do you know how many times that in trading, when I just, I most of the time I don't take profit. Believe it or not, I can't remember the day that I got frustrated, because I know I am growing, because we learn from our mistakes, and that's how we flourish, ladies and gentlemen. There might be a health concern or a death in the family. But regardless of that, it's important to speak the words, I am thriving. I am flourishing right now. I know it can be hard. I know it can be challenging. Ladies and gentlemen, when you speak, when you say I am thriving, I am flourishing, okay? Regardless of what exists in front of your five senses, you are in a favorable environment. And don't forget, when you speak, you hear. When you speak, you activate one of your senses. Hearing. Keep saying to yourself, I am flourishing. I am striving. Your environment must be favorable to the destination you desire. Believe it or not, I'm working on this. I'm working on my environment. But my leader, and he's here right now, believe it or not, every time we get into the call, his environment is absolutely amazing. He created the environment that allow him not only to flourish, but allow him to, to see his destination, to see what he really desired, the end result. It's like exactly the tree you see in front of you. If that tree the plant did not get the right environment, the sun, the water, the caring from the farmer, that plant is not going to grow. So do us. If our environment is not favorable to our destination, we are not in a favorable growing. And to be honest, I'm working on that. I'm working on that very hardly at the moment. But I'm gonna ask you a question, and you've got to think about it. Is your environment helping you thriving or surviving? I'm not talking just about the pictures, the image. I'm talking about the people in your life. The word that you are hearing and listening, and even the way you speak, is it helping you to thrive or survive? Because is it really helping you to survive? I'm gonna tell you, you are not in a favorable growing. Have you allowed the surrounding and condition of your world to be the dominant part of your environment? Now, for me, at the beginning, I had challenges with that. I'm not gonna lie. Because people constantly talking negative, okay? So when you allow people to talk negative okay, you hearing the words, okay, and the word going to your brain. And now you're starting to doubt it. Now you're starting to get the fear. Now you're starting to say to yourself, am I really growing? You're starting doubting yourself. That's why you need to be careful of who you listen to. At the beginning, I had challenges with that. I'm not gonna lie. But I had to learn to detach myself from that environment. I had to detach myself. And how? By plugging into myself in every call, by listening to personal development more. That's how you detach yourself. And that's how you allow yourself to grow, to thrive, not just survive. Do you let outside world define you? Now, this can be one of the main issues, I'm telling you, because people's opinion sometimes can be irritated. I'm just saying it, okay? Sometimes you don't even want them to give you opinion, but they give you opinion anyway. And most of the time, their opinion is negative. It's not even positive. Their opinion or their comment, most of the time, is not the comment that is positive. It's not comment that will allow you to flourish, to grow. Because some comment, believe it or not, I like someone comment on something and say, okay, give me like say advice, okay, you need to grow on this, or you need to do this. I will take it because it's giving me advice in an area that I'm not seeing. So maybe that person is expert on something. Okay, I will take it. I will take it and I will take it and develop it and grow in that area. But not listening to someone who's saying, you need to be careful of who you do listen to. Do you listen to person who got the result? My apology. This is going crazy right now. Okay, there you go. Do you listen to person who got the result? Or you listen to someone that is just, they don't even have the results. They start speaking like an expert. You need to be careful of who you let into your world. Now, it's important to find a way. It's very important. Okay? Never look at the problem and speak about the problem. When you speak about a problem, you're speaking into your reality. Believe it or not, I used to do that. I used to speak, if the problem happened, I used to speak about the problem. But I took the decision of not to speaking about the problem anymore. And always see the opportunity, see the positive thing about the problem. Because when you're going through problem, you are growing, you're flourishing. Because you're learning from that problem. You're learning something from that problem. Next time you're in problem, just be aware of it, okay? Be aware of it, because you're learning. And be careful, never to speak problem. Don't speak about the problem. Always when the problem arises, say to yourself, I am flourishing, I am growing, I am thriving. Don't feed it with your energy by dwelling to it, believe it or not. When you start speaking negative, that will really affect your energy. It affects your mind And even affects your body, physical. Your body drain you. It feels like you're exhausted. You feel tired. You need to be careful. You can look at the problem and observe the problem. Because by doing that, you allow yourself to learn, to grow, and to flourish. See the problem from different lens. Don't see it from the lens of oh, it's just a problem. See the lens of, oh, this problem, oh, how can I benefit from this problem? How this problem can allow me to flourish? What am I going to learn from this problem? Observe the problem. Create the right environment. Okay? You need to start with the simple concept of picture and words. Print out the written goals so that you can surround yourself with those words. And I know, Jay, hats off to you. He's surrounding his environment. It's amazing. He created that environment. And it's important for us to create that environment. Because if the problem were to happen, your mind should be diverted. Your mind not even thinking about the problem. Your mind should be, your eyes should be looking at your goals and your dreams. Your aim is to create the surrounding and condition for where it is that you want to go. What end result you have in mind for yourself. David once said, your past failures is what is going to allow you to grow and see a better tomorrow. Believe it or not, whatever happened in your past, don't dwell about it and don't think about it too much. All you need to do is observe it and see how you flourish, see how you grow through it and learn from it and move on, because that's how you allow yourself to grow. Therefore, surround yourself with words, imagery that direct you to your desired end results. Okay, create the words, put them in everywhere, because I know Jay, he had his goal everywhere around the house. Everywhere around the house. I mean, seriously, I have seen it and it's absolutely incredible. He created that environment to grow. And it's for sure is allowing him to grow and thrive. We need to do that as well as individuals. So, ladies and gentlemen, remember always to thrive, not survive. Because you're surviving, you're not growing. With that being said, thank you so much for jumping on. I have done. If anyone got any question, I am here. We've got only 3 minutes. If it's not, thank you so much for jumping on. That's it for today. Happy Monday. I hope you get value from this. And I shall see you next week. Have an incredible week ahead. And thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you, Howaida.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.